Alright friends, in this lesson we are gonna talk about setState. In Flutter, setState is the easiest way to update the UI. When you call setState, you are telling Flutter the state has changed, rebuild this widget. Flutter doesn't change the UI directly, it rebuilds the widget using the new state values. This means the UI always reflects to the current state. setState is local, it works only inside the widget and affects that widget and its children. It is perfect for small and simple changes. Now that we understand what setState is, let's see it in action. We are gonna build a very simple example just to understand how the state changes the UI. Nothing complex, no architecture, no state management tools, only setState. So let's get started. First of all, we have to create stateful widget. Now you may be wondering, why not stateless widget? Because the state can change over time. And I'm pretty sure you know that what is the difference between stateless widget and stateful widget. We can't change state in stateless widget, but we can change in stateful widget. So, in order to use setState, we always need a stateful widget. Okay, let's go ahead and here, I'm gonna create stateful widget. To do this, just press S and there we go. Here we have Flutter stateful widget. Just press enter and let's call it example, just like this. When we create stateful widget, Flutter creates two classes for us. The first one is the widget itself. This class describes the widget, but the actual state lives in another class which is called the state class. This class holds the state of the widget and everything that can be changed will live right here. In another word, the widget is description, but the state class is where the changing data lives. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and define our state. In this case, our state is a number. I mean, we are gonna create a very simple counter app just to understand what setState is and what setState does. So here I'm gonna define integer and let's call it counter and let's give it 0, just like this. This counter is our state and it represents the current value that the UI will display. And if this value changes, the UI should change. We also need a method to change this value. So here I'm going to define new method and let's call it increment. And inside this, I'm going to increase counter. Just like this. Now let's move on and display the value of counter. I'm pretty sure you know that what we are gonna do. Inside build method, first of all, let's return scaffold. We have body. For body, I'm gonna use center. For child, let's use text. For value of text, let's set counter. Just like this. I will also give some styles, so I'm gonna use text style and set 50 for font size. Perfect. Save. As you can see, we can't see anything on screen because we didn't define example as a home of our application. So I'm just gonna move to the top and set example as a home of our application. Now save again and there we go. As you can see, we have 0 on the screen. This is the value of counter, or it is better to say this is our state. Now how we can change our state? I mean how we can change the value of counter. This is very simple. We just need to call increment method. To do this, I want to implement a float action button and when click on that button, we can call increment method. So inside the scaffold, let's use float action button. And for onPress, we can set increment method. Just like this. Save. There we go. We have float action button right here. I want to display icon. So inside child, we can use icon and display add icon. Just like that. Now let's click on button. Okay, what happened? What's going on here? Why we don't see number 1 on the screen? The answer is very simple. Because we didn't update the UI. We only changed the value of counter, but we didn't update the UI using the new value. So what we should do? We just need to use setState after update the value of counter, or we can update the value of counter inside setState, just like this. And let's remove this line of code. Restart application and click on add button. There we have it. As you can see, we are changing the value of counter and updating the UI using the new value. And this is what we want. But note that setState doesn't update the UI directly. It rebuilds the widget using the new value. Okay, awesome. This was a quick intro to setState and state management. In the next lesson, we are gonna talk about why we can't use setState for large-scale applications. See you soon.